guys, it's Stephanie. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you what I got in this month's Ipsy bag and sharing with you my first impressions of all the products that I got. We have almost a full face of first impressions this time, so if you are interested in seeing what I got in this month's bag and how everything looks on my face, then keep on watching. So I just realized that my hair pretty much matches my new background back there, and I don't know why, I just think that's really funny. Anyway, all right, the first product that I got in this month's bag was a new moisturizer from Clinique. So this is their Dramatically Different Hydrating Jelly Moisturizer. I will put in a clip of me using it this morning. So this is a water-based moisturizer that is supposed to give you 24 hours of hydration. It says it's for all skin types. I have been using this for a few days now. I like this. I think I need to keep testing it more to see exactly, you know, if my skin likes it, if it's just like, meh, okay, it's just another moisturizer if there's something like amazing about it. I do like that it's so lightweight because it is water-based, but I also like how fast it soaks into my skin. So when I put this on this morning, I was ready for the next step in my routine. Like, this had soaked in a minute, maybe a minute and a half. So it's really good for those days where you need to quickly do your morning skincare routine and you can't wait for products to soak in for like 10 minutes before you move on to the next thing. This is really good for just putting it on and then move on to your next step in a minute. So that I really do like about this. So I'm going to keep testing this out, but so far I like it. The next product that I got in my Ipsy bag is another skincare item. It is this New Body Pina Colada Sugar Lip Polish in the Pina Colada flavor. I love Pina Coladas, so when I smelled this for the first time, I was like, it smells just like a pina colada. So when you open this up, it's a sugar lip scrub and it's made with all natural ingredients. So this has avocado oil, which is loaded with vitamins and antioxidants, and shea butter and sugar. And sugar is what gives it the exfoliating quality that it has, and it smells amazing. So I have not used this yet, so we will see. It says you can either wash it off or lick it off after you're done using it. So I am going to taste a little bit of this after it's on my lips and just see what it tastes like, if I would actually want to lick it off or just wash it off. So we'll see. So you put a little bit on your finger and then put it on your lips and scrub. Oh gosh. I think I probably just got too much. All right, so my lips are scrubbed. Now it's time to either wash or lick it off. So I gotta say, it does taste pretty good. I don't think that I would want to just lick this off to get it off, but if you get some in your mouth, it tastes really good. But like I said, I don't think I would want to just lick this off and call it a day. So I'm gonna go wash this off my lips and then I'll be right back to see if my lips feel any different after doing that. All right. So my lips do feel softer and more hydrated for sure. I'll definitely use this again. I think it did a good job. I feel like my thoughts are just so scattered right now, and this video so far has just been kind of all over the place. So get it together, Steph. Come on. Okay, so the next product that I have to try is this Wander Beauty Nude Illusion Liquid Foundation in the shade Fair Light. So this is supposed to be a weightless, buildable liquid foundation. It says formulated for full coverage with a natural radiant finish. Sounds like it should be full coverage and have a glow to it, which with my oily skin makes me a little nervous, but we'll see how it goes. So I've already primed with my Rimmel Stay Matte Primer like I always use. So I'm going to put a little bit on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna try with liquid foundations. I typically like to use a brush or my fingers. I feel like this is probably, oh, it's very liquidy. That is more liquidy than I was expecting. Okay, I thought it was gonna be a thicker formula, but it is very liquidy. So I think actually I might be able to get away with putting this on with my fingers, which I love because it's faster. So I'm gonna try it this way and we'll see how it goes. Man, this lighting and my camera is doing horrible things to my eyes and my dark circles. Okay, anyway, So remember, this said full coverage, lightweight with a radiant finish. All right, foundation is on. I would say pretty full coverage. I think I would agree with that. I can still see a couple of my little freckles coming through, but it definitely does have a high level of coverage. It is a radiant foundation, like if you can see the glow in the light, and especially on my forehead, like that is not oil coming through. My face was not oily when I put this on, so that is all glow from the foundation. I would say it looks pretty nice. I just get a little wary of radiant foundations like this because of my oily skin, so we'll see how it lasts on my skin. For now, I think, you know, first impressions, it's nice, and it was definitely a more liquid formula than I was expecting. I was expecting a much thicker formula, and putting it on with my fingers was really easy. I'm definitely gonna have to set this one down with powder, probably all over, but I'm interested to see how it lasts through the rest of today, and I'll do a check-in at the end of the night to show you how everything held up. So far, so good. Next up is this Yensa BC concealer. So it's supposed to be a BB cream and CC cream concealer in one. It's supposed to be full coverage, creaseless, and it's supposed to have really good ingredients for your skin as well. So this is in the shade Fair Cool. Clearly my under eyes need some help with brightening and concealing today, so I will dot it on with my fingers and then go in with my sponge to blend it out. I'm gonna do one eye at a time because I'm not sure how quickly this sets down. All right, a few dots. All right, let's see. So it's certainly brightening. I can tell right away. It definitely brightened up my under eye area a lot. So I think this shade is good for me. It blended out nicely, but it looks like it needs a little help blending into the rest of the foundation. All right, let's try the other side. Oh, that may have even been a little too much. All right, so there's the concealer on. I think I definitely agree with the full coverage claim, the brightening claim. It definitely brightened. You do not need to use a lot of product. Even the 3 little dots that I put under my eye on this side was probably too much. So you probably only need a couple dots under each eye. So I think it looks pretty good, and I will definitely try using that again. It was a thinner formula that I'm used to. I usually use the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer. This is full coverage as well, but the formula is a little bit thicker. This one was a thinner formula, so if you like thin formula concealers, you might like this. I think the full size of this on their website was like $28 or something, I want to say. So not as cheap as the CoverGirl, but if you can afford it and you like thinner formulas, I think this might be a good one to try because it did do a nice job of concealing those dark circles. I will certainly use that again and keep testing it out and see what I think. Now I'm just going to set my face with powder and prime my eyes, and then I will be right back because I do have an eyeshadow and a blending brush to try. All right. Base is set, eyes are primed. Now I'm ready to go in with this eyeshadow from the Balm Cosmetics. So it's part of their Auto Balm Pick Perf line, and it is the shade St. Charles Avenue. Looks like this. It looks like it'll be a really nice transition shade, and this looks really similar to the shade that I usually use as my transition shade, which is in the Maybelline New York Lemonade Craze palette. The shade that I use for my transition shade always is clearly is this shade here. It's called Sweet Tea, and these two shades look awfully similar, so I'm hoping that this can kind of replace this shade for me. And then I also have this Farrah brush. It is their 25 EL blender brush, and so I'm going to use this today as my brush to put the St. Charles Avenue shade in my crease to act as my transition shade. And for people who care, there is kickback in the pan if you care. I don't really care about that, but I know some people do, so just be aware it's there. All right, So this is definitely more pigmented than that Sweet Tea shade in the Lemonade Craze palette. Also, I think this blending brush is a little bit more tightly packed than the brush I usually use, but that is a really pretty shade, just pigmented. Yeah, so far it's not patchy, it's blending out really easily, and as with most things, if you don't put too much on, it is a very, very nice transition shade. I think I just got too much product on my brush on my other eye. This eye is more how I would wear it every day. I'm not sure if you can tell the difference, but this is just a little bit darker on this side. This is how pigmented I would want it on an everyday basis. So I'll build this one up to match this side, but I would wear it like this on a daily basis. So I think this can replace that Sweet Tea shade since I'm basically out of it. But it is very blendable. It is pigmented, like I said. It is a very nice matte shade. It's very smooth. So I will definitely be using this probably on an almost everyday basis now that I have a replacement for that Sweet Tea shade. All right, I am going to do the rest of my eyeshadow and some eyeliner, and then I will be back to try a new brow pencil and a new mascara. All right, eyeshadow and eyeliner are on. I forgot to mention this brush, what I thought about it. It was nice. It did its job. It blended out the shadow, but I think I will stick with my usual blending brush for my crease. This is the one that I use every day. It is the Elizabeth Mott tapered blending brush. I like it because this one is just, it's not as densely packed, it's a little fluffier. So I think I'm still gonna keep using this one for working in my crease, but if I have a shadow, like a darker shadow or something that I want to pack on a little bit more, I think I would reach for this one. I think this one would make a better packing brush than a, what am I trying to say? Than just a normal blending brush, just because it's a little bit more densely packed than one like this. Now, I have a new brow pencil to try, and this did not come in my Ipsy bag. So this is the only product that I'm showing that did not come in my Ipsy bag, but since this is mostly first impressions, I wanted to give this a try today. This is the LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil. I got it in the shade Taupe. Normally I use, the Maybelline Ultra Slim liner in the shade Blonde, but when I looked on Ulta's website to buy another one of those, they were out of my shade. So I wanted to give this one a try. Jessica Braun here on YouTube loves this brow pencil, swears by it. It's one of her favorite brow pencils, and it's like less than $5. So I wanted to give it a try. And if you're interested, I can link her channel down below. She's amazing. But I wanted to give this brow pencil a try and just see what I think of it, since she, you know, raves on about it. And if it's less than $5, like, this could be replacing that Maybelline one for me. So let's see how it goes. Okay, well, I didn't think that was a lot. That was outside of the tube here, but when I was just using it, the tip completely broke off. So we use like the tiniest amount, even less. That's just interesting. I've never had the Maybelline one do that to me before. So I will try even less. I mean, that's like hardly anything. So hopefully this won't break on me. All right, brows are done. I'm gonna have to keep playing around with this one. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. First impressions, it's not as creamy as the Maybelline brow pencil that I usually use. And also it seems like the shade is lighter than what I usually use. I don't know, I'll have to keep playing with this and see what I actually think about it after trying it for a while. But I mean, first impressions, it got the job done. It filled in my brows nicely. I think the formula is just a little bit different than what I'm used to. So I think I would just have to get used to a different formula, but it still looks nice and it still got the job done. I don't know. I'll have to keep trying this one. And the last product that I got from Ipsy in this month's bag was the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. I've heard it seems like this has like this is a cult favorite mascara. It sounds like it's supposed to be like a curling mascara, which I don't know. I don't usually look for curling mascaras. It's not one of the priorities that I have for my lashes, I guess. But I knew I wanted to give this a try just because I've heard so many people talking about it. So I wanted to actually give it a try. The thing that I care about the most with my lashes is, do they look thicker and does the mascara transfer? Because I want more volume in my lashes without, you know, oily skin type. I also have oily eyelids, and so mascaras can transfer a lot on my eyes. So that's really what I'm going to be paying attention to this mascara for, is to see whether or not it transfers, just because the curling aspect of it is not something that I usually worry about in a mascara. But we'll see. It's supposed to be a 12-hour formula, so if it's supposed to be long lasting, hopefully it's also transfer proof. Alright, so that is one coat of mascara. I think it looks nice. They're definitely lengthened and it seemed to add a little bit of volume. I guess they are a little bit more lifted. So I usually put 2 coats of mascara on no matter what kind of look I'm doing. So I'm gonna finish putting mascara on this eye and then I'll do a second coat and then we will see how they look after that. Alright, mascara is done. It looks nice, but I wouldn't say this is like groundbreaking or my new favorite mascara. It didn't add a lot of volume. They are definitely lengthened, but I don't know, I usually like more volumizing mascaras and this didn't seem to do that. Also, I'm not a huge fan of the mascara wand. It's this like curved, which the curve was okay. It was a little tough to get used to, but it's also the rubber mascara wand instead of the normal mascara brush. So I definitely prefer the typical like mascara brush wands instead of these like rubber spiky bristle things. I mean, I'll definitely use this again. It's just not quite the look I'm going for. I just want a little bit more volume in my mascara, but we'll see how it goes throughout the rest of the day and see if it starts transferring above my lid or under, you know, my bottom lid. Hopefully not. All right, those were all the products that I got in this month's Ipsy bag. So I'm going to finish up the rest of my makeup and then I will be right back to give you my final thoughts. Okay. Rest of my makeup is on. I will have all of the products that I got in my Ipsy bag and all of the products that I used on the rest of my face linked in the description box down below. So final thoughts. Again, this month, there weren't any products that I tried that I thought, oh my gosh, this is awful. I will never put this on my face again. All of the products were pretty solid. No, they're not going to replace any of my Holy Grail favorite products that I love. I didn't find any show-stopping products in this bag, but I did think each product was pretty solid. Probably my favorite product that I used today out of my Ipsy bag was this St. Charles Avenue eyeshadow. This I am definitely going to be getting a lot more use out of. This is going to replace that Sweet Tea shade from my Maybelline palette for my everyday transition shade in all of my eye looks. So I'm very excited about this one. Again, it's not like show-stopping, but it's just nice to have another transition shade that I can go to. So I will definitely be getting a lot of use out of this one. The rest of them I will keep trying. I mean, obviously I'm going to keep trying the hydrating jelly from Clinique and see if my skin likes it, if I notice a difference, if I don't notice a difference, if I don't think it's worth it. I can put a pinned comment down below after I give all of these things a try after a few weeks. But this I'm definitely going to keep trying, and I'm also interested to keep trying the Wander Beauty foundation and this Yensa concealer. This will greatly depend on how well it wears on my skin throughout the day. So, you know, I have a mattifying primer on, I have a mattifying powder on over top of this. So if for some reason this still looks a hot mess at the end of the night, I know this is just not the foundation for me. And definitely continuing to test this out and try it with some of my other favorite foundations. Besides that, the rest of the products I will still use. I'm not going to immediately donate or throw any of them away. So again, a solid bag, but there wasn't anything in it that I thought was groundbreaking. Alright, just wanted to check in real quick before I take all of this makeup off. It's been on for about 6.5 hours now, so not a terribly long time, but I am oily, like you can see on my forehead and around my pore area, but nowhere near as oily as I expected to be at this point, so that's encouraging. The foundation held up pretty well with the setting powder on top and that mattifying primer that I used. The mascara did not transfer, so even though it wasn't exactly the look that I usually go for, it's nice that once it's on, it doesn't go anywhere. The concealer did crease, so it's not a crease-proof formula like it claimed to be, but it didn't fade throughout the day. Like the coverage is still there. It just creased a little bit, which it's not a huge deal to me, at least not yet, because I have lines under my eyes, but they're not horrible yet. So everything seemed to hold up pretty well, less than 7 hours of wearing it. So yeah, I'm just gonna wash all this off and I'll continue to try them out and test them out some more. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you found this video interesting and helpful. If you enjoyed it while you were watching, you can give it a thumbs up and comment down below. Make sure you also hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell so you're notified the next time I upload a video. I hope you all are staying safe and healthy and sane during this time, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye!